What's going on, guys? All right. We got some fights this weekend, MMA and boxing. So, on Friday, 15th of November, we got Mike Tyson fighting at 58 years old against Jake Paul. Of course, not a real fighter, but he's, had some good moments, beating some good fighters, beating some, not fighters, not boxers, but you know what I mean. He's beaten some fighters from other worlds of combat sports. Tyrone Woodley beat Ben Askren, so, he's beaten some people. Been on a little bit of a run. Paul's got some good skills. I don't know who he could ever beat in boxing or anything like that, a real actual fighter. I don't know. I don't think I don't think, I don't think that's going to really happen. But anyway, prediction on this fight. Look, I know Tyson's in great shape and everything. Um, but hey, training is a whole different thing. So, but it comes down to this, guys. Mike Tyson's a fighter. He hadn't fought in 20 years. He hadn't fought it since it was 2005. Kevin McBride in June of 2005, and he quit on his stool. It wasn't in him anymore. He didn't have it anymore. He had lost before that a year earlier to Danny Williams, of course, in 2004. He had the exhibition in 2006 against Corey Sanders, I think. But yeah. And then, of course, he fought Roy Jones. I thought he beat him. They scored it a draw or just no decision. It was an exhibition. He had the exhibition match with Roy Jones back in 2021. So, yeah, good performance. So, you know what? Yeah, now I'm thinking about that. Yeah, Jake Paul ain't got a chance. Never mind. Yeah, that was 3 years ago, but for some reason that was slipping my mind until right then when I was talking about it. Yeah, he fought back in 2021 against Roy Jones. And of course, they're both way past their primes, over 50 years old at the time. And Roy Jones had some good moments for sure. That was a dream fight back when they were at their best, even early 2000s. That was a damn dream fight, of course. It happened 20 something years later. But anyway, yeah, Tyson, if he's anything, if he fights the way Mike Tyson fights, if he comes out aggressive, we got 8 rounds, 2 minutes apiece, not 3 minutes, of course. And, I believe they're wearing 14-ounce gloves instead of 10, the regular. So, that could have a little bit of effect. I got a feeling Jake Paul's just going to be running his ass off for the first 2-3 rounds. It's going to be kind of the punch out mentality. If you can get past the first round, you might have a chance. So a lot of Tyson's opponents treated him in real life as well. You get past the first couple of rounds, you can start doing a little bit here and there. But I don't see it happening, guys. I'm going to say with 2 minutes, I'll say third round. I'll say third round knockout for Tyson. All right, that's my pick. I don't see it going the distance. Like I say, Tyson in that exhibition with Jones, though, he didn't really come out like aggressive, really, and try to be the Michael Bolt. But also, Roy Jones was moving, and he could move. He could give him angles and stuff. Jake Paul ain't Roy Jones. Even Roy Jones at 50 plus, 52 years old, whatever he was at the time. Jake Paul could never be that on his best day. Roy Jones at 52 years old. So it's a whole different story. He knows Jake Paul is not a boxer. He's going to come after him, as much as he can, as aggressively as he can. If he doesn't do that, I don't know. Who knows what could happen? I mean, he could tire out. He is 58 years old. Jake Paul's at his prime age, whatever. What is he, late 20s, 30s, something like early 30s, whatever. Yeah, much more of a age-appropriate fighting age, much more of an appropriate fighting age than Mike Tyson. But this is Mike Tyson. He is a fighter. So 58 years old or whatever, he knows what to do in the ring. Jake Paul does not. He's had 10 fights? So, different type of animal he's dealing with here in Tyson, hopefully. So obviously I'm a Mike fan. Tyson is the reason I am a boxing fan, combat sports fan in general. So ever since I was a kid, I grew up on Mike Tyson, so anyway, yes, he is the reason I'm a boxing fan. So obviously I'm pulling for him, but I'm going to say a third round knockout final pick. All right. Okay. Now We also got some fights in the MMA world. Of course, UFC 309 is this weekend. First on the well, let's get to the main event first. We got John Jones returning after almost over a year layoff, about a year and a half now. So his last fight, Cyril Gain, he beat him, submitted him in the very first round, became the heavyweight champ of the world. So a lot of stuff's been going on personally for him. I think he was even considering retiring a few months ago. It was some crazy stuff, but we got Stipe Miocic coming back. He has not fought in over 3 years. His last fight was a loss to Ngannou. And he beat Ngannou beat Stipe for the title at the time. So yeah, and then that's why it was vacant and everything when Jones fought Gain, because Ngannou left the UFC, so he relinquished the belt, of course. So yeah, heavyweight title fight. I don't see how Stipe has a chance against Jones. Like I say, both of them are coming off very long layoffs, but Stipe much more, and still Jones is undefeated. I mean, yes, he has the one loss, the BSDQ that he had like in 2010 or something for the illegal elbow strike. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, the only fight I ever thought Jones lost was to Dominic Reyes, like back in I think it was like maybe 19 or 20 or something like that. I thought he actually lost that fight. That's the only one I've ever thought he lost. So he does have one loss. I guess it kind of evened out. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go with Jones definitely. Uh, since Jones is coming off a layoff as well, I don't know though. Stipe got knocked out in his last fight. He got he had gone the trilogy with Daniel Cormier, of course, right before then. So he got knocked out once by him, but he did beat Cormier twice. He did get the best of him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jones. Jones might try to just keep him to the ground for a while, tire him out for the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then I'm gonna say in round 4 he puts him away. Probably Jones is probably gonna take him down a lot and just keep him on the ground as much as he can, and then in the 4th round I think he'll get him in a submission. Let's see, I don't know what, I'm just going to say Jones by submission, 4th round. All right, so yeah, so we got some huge fights back to back this coming up. All right, now on the undercard, this is the only one I'm going to talk about because I don't want the video to be too long, but we got Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliveira rematch. All right, so yeah, of course you remember Oliveira beat Chandler. Did he submit him or knock him out when they fought previously? And that was for the vacant lightweight title at the time. That was like in 22 or so? I can't remember. But anyway, so yeah, Oliveira, they're both coming off losses. Chandler's not really looked the same here lately, so I think Oliveira's more closer to a good part of his career than Chandler is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Oliveira. I'm going to go with a decision. I guess this is probably a 3-rounder. So yeah, I'll say Oliveira by decision. Just Oliveira's improved a lot on the feet as a striker over several years. I think he knocked Chandler out. He didn't knock him out, but it started with strikes and punches and kicks, and then he got him down, and then I think he did submit him on the ground or something like that. But yeah, he's a very good striker now. Chandler's always been a good striker. Chandler's a good wrestler too, but Oliveira's a different level, I think. So I'm gonna go with Oliveira decision. All right, so we got for the final picks once and for all. I got Tyson in round 3. Got Jones round 4 submission over Miocic, and we got Charles Oliveira decision win, 3-round decision win over Michael Chandler. So yeah, got some big fights this week. I'm looking forward to them. Let me know your picks in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anybody out there that's actually picking Jake Paul. I'm guessing I haven't looked at the odds betting wise, but I'm guessing he's a pretty big underdog. So people will probably be betting on him because they're going to think Tyson's just way too over the hill, of course. And I mean, that's not a bad prediction, but it's Mike Tyson. Come on. I mean, seriously, let's get real with this, Let's get real. I mean, it's Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. It's Mike fucking Tyson. Let's go. So anyway, yeah, get that knockout. Get that knockout. Let's go. All right, that's it, guys. Be safe out there. Love you guys. I'm gone.